Move. Targets.
A lot of them. Still coming.
That's the one right there designed for civilian control.
Wow. It's a gift that keeps on giving. What's that behind it? It's a long train. It's all the ammunition that goes with it.
Yeah. There's our billion rounds of 9mm right there. 2 billion rounds, I think it is. There's trucks carrying gun turrets that go on those other vehicles.
Wow.
We're in trouble.
And so what we're doing here, and let's not kid about it, we're building a domestic army and we're shrinking the military because the government is afraid of its own citizens. The last time more than 10 terrorists were in the same place at one time was September 11th, and all these vehicles in the world wouldn't have prevented it, nor would it have helped anybody. So I don't know where we're going to use this many vehicles and this many troops. Concord is just one little cog in the wheel. We're building an army over here, and I can't believe that people aren't seeing it. Is everybody blind?
And they can crush us. I mean, you've got Sheila Jackson Lee, who is calling for martial law. That's insane. That's getting rid of the Constitution of the United States. So we've got a government here that seems to be wanting to create the conditions that they want to take our Second Amendment. You know, they're going for the Second Amendment.
The Air Force today fired the two-star general in charge of its nuclear missiles for undisclosed personal misbehavior and a, quote, loss of trust. This is the second firing of a senior commander of our nuclear forces this week. Major General Michael Carey, removed from command of the 20th Air Force. Carey was responsible for 3 wings of intercontinental ballistic missiles, a total of 450 missiles at 3 bases across the country. A Pentagon official was asked whether Carey's dismissal was alcohol-related. He didn't respond directly, but said Carey is not an alcoholic.
Now have blocked off Biscayne Boulevard. If you take a look, swing back over here. This may be involved in this training or not. Again, let me tell you what all of this is that we know of. It's a joint military training exercise involving local police, also military, as someone shot some video of some of these choppers, military-style choppers, flying over 395 in downtown. This was last night. Holy All right, so some blank rounds of gunfire pinging off the high-rises here in downtown Miami.
Damn.
You know, part of this is to demonstrate what the city does so that if it happens in real life, people will have some understanding of what's going to happen. So you got to see a bunch of the pieces of capability through this scenario. Not all of them, but a lot of them. This is something we constantly worry about. The threat is always there. You know, what happens in other regions of the world is important, but I think we have enough of a homegrown issue that all of this needs to be practiced continuously.
Sight of Army helicopters and the sound of gunfire created a lot of concern this afternoon in one Houston neighborhood.
She told me, don't come home because it sounds like we're in a war zone. Guns shooting and helicopters flying around over the house.
The Army, along with other agencies, had taken over the old Carnegie Vanguard High School. There were armed men in fatigues, plenty of weapons, and what many thought were real live rounds.
I felt like I was in a war zone. It just was nonstop. So I was terrified.
Turns out it was a multi-agency training drill. And an Army major who was out here wouldn't tell us exactly what kind of training they were doing. HPD was aware of what was going on, but the fire department apparently wasn't. In fact, an ambulance was even dispatched this way for a shots fired call until HPD told them. Army major who was out here wouldn't tell us exactly what kind of training they were doing.
Terry.
Good, I just wondered, I never seen you guys out here, what you're training for.
Yeah, we out here, what we're doing is, we're part of a big National Guard exercise.
Right, but what I get concerned about is when I know that they have FEMA camps building all over the country, which congressmen deny, and then they're caught on tape admitting that they're doing them. They got military training and in some places even doing like illegal checkpoints just to see that, and what I see, the federal government, Homeland Security buying over 2 billion rounds of ammo ordered just in the last year, and they're building up big-time military for something, and it's not just for natural disasters. I think personally, I think they know because of the derivative meltdown, they're getting ready for an economic collapse and martial law and everything else.
I can't really say on that, you know.
It's about to take in effect pretty soon. Just want to drive by and show you so you can see how they're about to they're training already, and these guys more likely are not Americans. They're probably foreign troops that are getting ready to invade America.